Well, one of the most common New Year's resolutions is to exercise more. For fitness-focused Hoosiers, an Indianapolis-based yoga company called The Hot Room is opening more locations, including its first expansion outside of the state. Business of Health reporter Kylie Valletta has more. Kylie.
That's right, Gary. An Indianapolis entrepreneur opened The Hot Room in Indy in 2013, and the yoga studio has stretched its business to 3 studios now, including its first out of state near Chicago. But there are more on the way in central Indiana as well. Here to tell us about her growing company is Hye Jin Kalgaonkar, the owner of The Hot Room. Thanks so much for coming today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So it's New Year's. We all feel like we have to detox from the holidays. Fitness is on the mind. So let's talk first about the health benefits of hot yoga in particular.
Well, yoga in general, moving your body in that way is very therapeutic and healing. And then you add the element of heat to it, and it really just intensifies and elevates the benefits that you receive. You'll be able to move your body with more ease because your body is warmed up. Your heart rate goes up, so you get more of a cardio, more intense workout. And also there's this mental toughness that you gain because it is a challenge, right? Like mentally, physically. And so you'll be able to come out of the class feeling like you can do anything after you do a hot yoga class.
Right, you used an analogy of a glass blower, which I really liked.
Yeah, so if you think about it, glass blowers will take the glass and then they'll heat it up to create the shapes, right? Essentially the same thing that we're doing. We're going to warm up the body, warm up the muscles, and then it's easier to create the shapes, the yoga poses, which is really good for beginners. The heat is such a great tool for beginners who've never done yoga.
Right, okay, so let's talk about your locations because you are growing for sure. You have 2 studios in Indianapolis right now, and then you have this third one that you just recently opened in Chicago. Also have one under construction in Fishers. What do you think has allowed your company to grow like that?
First of all, what we do is so transformative. And when people do the practice and they see the huge mental and physical transformations and they access their most powerful lives, they want to share it with everyone, right? And so we've built this community that is just as passionate as myself and my team that wants to share it with as many people as possible and make it accessible to anyone, especially beginners.
So people get hooked is what you're saying.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you get addicted.
So what can you tell us about the other locations possibly coming to the central Indiana area?
Yeah, so we certainly have a location coming down on the south side in Greenwood. We've already announced that. And then we have a couple more locations to come within Indianapolis in 2020. And we just recently expanded out onto Chicago's North Shore with the Hot Room North Shore.
Very good. Okay. So a big trend in fitness right now is working out at home. You know, the Pelotons of the world where you don't even have to leave your house to get your workout. So is it a challenge competing with those types of online don't leave your house programs right now?
Yeah, so I do online workouts too. The ease and convenience of it is definitely a benefit, but here's the deal is that it's actually helped our business grow even more so because now more and more people are interested in learning about how to improve their health and wellness. More people are wanting to improve their quality of life, right? And so they'll start maybe in the online world and then they'll quickly notice that they're looking for something more. They're looking for community, more inspiration, more accountability, more face-to-face human interaction that creates friendships. And then now they come to our studio and they get a totally unique experience that they can't get in the online world. And
you mentioned one key part of your mission is really sort of debunking this stigma of what a yogi or a person who practices yoga, what they are. So explain sort of how you have diversity in your clientele.
So much diversity. We are so proud of our community that we've built. It consists of all ages, shapes, sizes, diverse backgrounds. We want to make this practice as accessible to anyone, and really anyone can do it. I know we had talked about it earlier. All you have to do for first class is just breathe. Everything else is optional, right? And then you just start doing more and more of the practice. So anyone can do it, and that's really important part of our business model and also our culture.
And when you wanted to expand, why did you look outside Indiana? Why Chicago?
Well, more and more people were coming to us, right? And saying they're started in Indianapolis practicing and they're moving other places and bring the Hot Room here. There's nothing like the Hot Room. So our idea is now, how do we make this accessible to anyone who wants it? And expanding outside of our local geography and showing that this business model works is a step towards that goal.
And just a few seconds left, but big big emphasis right now too on mental health and just more mindfulness. Do you think that's helping to drive people into yoga?
Majority of people's day, people are like locked on their screen, whether it be phones or in the computers. And for that 1 hour a day, people are disconnecting and gaining more mental clarity and more mindfulness and just more awareness of mind-body connection. And that in itself is a huge benefit. And more people are looking for that.
All right. Well, good luck with all your expansion. We're excited to follow you and see where you're going next.
Thank you so much for having me.
Sure. Gary, back to you.